moon, a silent guardian, casts its silvery glow across the hushed rooftops of the sleeping town, its light seeping through a small, curtained window. Inside, nestled in a cozy armchair, a solitary figure begins to stir, a gentle sigh escaping their lips as the world outside surrenders to the quiet embrace of night. This is the hour when the midnight library truly comes alive, not with boisterous laughter or hurried whispers, but with a profound, almost palpable stillness, a tranquility that invites introspection and deep, restorative peace. The air itself feels softer, imbued with the subtle scent of aged paper and faint traces of distant rain. Imagine, if you will, the delicate dance of shadows on the walls, stretching and contracting with the rhythmic ticking of an antique grandfather clock in the distant hallway, each tick a gentle reminder of time's steady, unhurried march. It's a sound that doesn't demand attention, but rather blends seamlessly into the tapestry of the night symphony, a symphony composed of hushed breaths and the quiet settling of an old house. The very thought of it begins to lull the senses, doesn't it? A feeling of profound calm starts to unfurl, a delicate warmth spreading through the chest, easing the tension from weary shoulders. And then the softest sound begins to emerge, a sound that is the heart and soul of this particular sanctuary, the rustle of manga pages. It's not a crisp, sharp flick, but a gentle, almost reverent turning, each page a whisper against its neighbor. Think of it as the sound of a very old, very wise friend sharing a secret held within the beautifully illustrated panels of a beloved story. The paper itself feels cool and smooth to the touch, and the subtle friction creates this unique, comforting murmur. It's the sound of immersion, of losing oneself in narratives that transport the mind far away from the day's anxieties, into worlds of heroism, romance, or profound introspection. This isn't merely the act of reading, it's an experience designed for ultimate relaxation. Each turn of a page is deliberate, unhurried, a meditative rhythm that encourages the breath to deepen, to slow, to find its natural, peaceful cadence. The subtle textures of the paper, sometimes slightly rough, sometimes surprisingly silky, contribute to this sensory journey. You can almost feel the gentle weight of the volume in your hands, the way the spine subtly flexes as you open it, a silent invitation to delve deeper. It's a tangible connection to the story, far removed from the cold glow of screens or the incessant chatter of the digital world. The quiet hum of the building itself, perhaps the distant, almost imperceptible murmur of the heating system or the soft sigh of the wind outside, only serves to amplify the intimacy of the page rustle. It's a backdrop, a supporting character in this grand performance of calm. One might even hear the occasional soft creak of the floorboards above or the gentle settling of an old beam, sounds that speak of the house's long history, its resilience, its quiet presence through countless nights. These aren't intrusive noises, they are simply part of the ambient tapestry, elements that reinforce the sense of being in a safe, secluded haven. As the eyes trace the intricate lines of the illustrations, following the journey of a hero through fantastical landscapes or witnessing a quiet moment of connection between characters, the mind begins to unwind. The vivid imagery, rendered with such artistry and care, becomes a visual balm, soothing the overstimulated senses. There's a particular beauty in black and white manga, isn't there? The stark contrasts, the skillful use of shading and line work, allowing the imagination to fill in the colors, to breathe life into each frame. It's a collaborative effort between the artist and the reader, a shared creative space. The stories themselves often contribute to this serene atmosphere. Perhaps it's a tale of everyday life, celebrating the small joys and quiet moments, or a journey through a fantastical realm filled with gentle magic and profound wisdom. There are no jarring plot twists here, no heart-pounding cliffhangers designed to keep you on the edge of your seat. Instead, these are narratives that unfold with grace and patience, like a calm river flowing towards the sea. They offer gentle escapism, a chance to step away from personal worries and immerse oneself in another's world, always with the underlying current of peace. And with each rustle, each gentle turn of a page, the outside world seems to recede further and further. The worries of the day, the deadlines, the obligations, they all begin to dissipate like smoke dissolving into the night air. This is a dedicated space for mental decluttering, a time to shed the burdens of consciousness and simply be. The focused act of reading, combined with the calming sounds, acts as a natural anchor, keeping the mind from drifting into anxious thought patterns. It's a gentle form of meditation, a pathway to stillness. Sometimes one might pause, the page held open, simply gazing at a particularly beautiful panel, allowing the details to sink in, the emotions conveyed by the characters to resonate. In those moments, the only sound is the soft, rhythmic breathing, and perhaps the distant hoot of an owl, a fleeting whisper carried on the night breeze. It's a moment of pure, unadulterated presence, a luxury in our often frenetic lives. The subtle scent of the paper, a faint, woody aroma, also plays its part, adding another layer to this multisensory journey into relaxation. The light, too, is carefully considered in this midnight library. It's not harsh or glaring, but soft and warm, perhaps from a small bedside lamp with a shade that diffuses the glow, casting a gentle circle of illumination on the open pages. This soft light avoids any strain on the eyes, allowing them to relax into the task of reading. It creates a cozy cocoon, a personal sanctuary within the larger quiet of the room. The world outside the circle of light remains in comforting shadow, a contrast that emphasizes the warmth and safety within. Imagine the slight shift of weight as one settles deeper into the armchair, finding the most comfortable position, a soft blanket perhaps draped over the legs, adding to the feeling of warmth and security. Every element is designed to enhance comfort, to encourage the body and mind to let go, to surrender to the tranquility. The texture of the blanket, its weight, its gentle warmth, all contribute to this overarching sensation of being cared for, of being safe. It's a holistic approach to relaxation, engaging multiple senses in a harmonious symphony of calm. The silence between the page turns is just as important as the rustle itself. It's a pregnant silence, filled with potential, allowing the story to breathe, allowing the reader's own thoughts to gently float through, unburdened. This interlude offers a moment for reflection, a chance to process the previous panels, to anticipate what might come next, but always in a gentle, unhurried way. There's no pressure to rush, no external demand to consume quickly. This is about savoring, about allowing the experience to unfold at its own natural pace. And as the night deepens and the moon climbs higher in the sky, casting longer, more ethereal shadows, the page rustles continue, a steady, comforting rhythm. It's a lullaby for the restless mind, a gentle invitation to journey into slumber. The eyelids might begin to feel heavy, the gaze softening, blurring the intricate details of the artwork. The words might start to swim slightly, losing their sharp edges, transforming into abstract patterns. This is the natural progression, the gentle drift towards sleep, guided by the soothing sounds and quiet narratives. Perhaps a character in the manga sighs, a silent, illustrated sigh, and the reader unconsciously mirrors it, a long, slow exhalation of residual tension. The stories often contain moments of quiet contemplation, of simple beauty, and these moments are absorbed not just intellectually, but on a deeper, more emotional level, contributing to the overall sense of peace. It's an empathy that extends beyond the page, fostering a deeper connection to the human experience, even in fantastical settings. The sensation of time itself seems to dissolve in this space. Minutes blend into moments, moments into a timeless continuum. There's no urgency, no need to keep track of the clock. The only rhythm that matters is the turning of the pages, the unfolding of the story, and the deepening of one's own relaxation. It's a liberation from the tyranny of the clock, a freedom to simply exist in the present, enveloped by the comforting ambience. The air in the midnight library, perhaps subtly scented with lavender or chamomile from a nearby sachet, adds another layer to the sensory comfort. These gentle fragrances are known for their calming properties, further enhancing the sleep-friendly atmosphere. It's a delicate aroma that doesn't overpower but subtly contributes to the sense of tranquility, a gentle invitation for the mind to unwind and embrace repose. One might imagine the subtle texture of the manga cover beneath the fingertips, perhaps a slightly embossed title or a smooth, matte finish. These small tactile details contribute to the richness of the experience, engaging another sense in the journey towards deep relaxation. It's a physical connection to the narrative, grounding the mind in the present moment, even as the story transports it elsewhere. The very act of choosing a manga from the shelf, the gentle sliding out of a volume, the quiet settling back into the armchair, all these preparatory actions are part of the ritual. Each step is unhurried, deliberate, a quiet declaration of intention to unwind and find peace. It's a mindful process, far removed from impulsive grabs or hasty decisions, designed to set the stage for profound calm. The narratives themselves, even when they depict moments of struggle or challenge, are often imbued with a sense of hope, resilience, and quiet perseverance. They offer gentle wisdom, subtle lessons that resonate deeply without demanding intellectual effort. This emotional resonance contributes to the feeling of peace, reinforcing the idea that even in difficulty, there is always a path towards understanding and resolution. As the eyes grow heavier and the grip on the manga softens, the rustle might become less frequent, giving way to longer pauses, deeper silences. The imagination, perhaps already half dreaming, begins to blend the illustrated panels with its own nascent dreamscapes, creating a seamless transition from waking narrative to sleeping narrative. It's a gentle descent into the realm of dreams, a smooth, unforced transition. The hushed ambience of the midnight library isn't just about the absence of noise, it's about the presence of a profound quietude, a palpable stillness that nourishes the soul. It's a quiet that speaks volumes, whispering invitations to rest, to rejuvenate, to simply be. This quiet is a powerful force, calming the internal chatter and allowing the mind to find its natural equilibrium. And with each passing minute, the body relaxes deeper into the chair, the muscles releasing their accumulated tension, the shoulders dropping, the jaw softening. It's a physical unwinding that mirrors the mental decluttering, a synchronized dance towards complete relaxation. The rhythmic breathing becomes more pronounced, a gentle symphony of inhale and exhale, marking the passage towards sleep. The artistic style of the manga also plays a significant role. Perhaps it's a style known for its soft lines, its dreamy aesthetic, or its gentle character designs, all contributing to the overall sense of tranquility. The visual harmony of the artwork acts as a soothing balm, complementing the calming sounds and the peaceful narrative. It's a visual meditation, gently guiding the mind towards serenity. Sometimes a stray thought might drift into the mind, a flicker of a memory or a passing concern. But in this gentle space, these thoughts don't linger or escalate. They are acknowledged, then softly released, allowed to float away like dandelion seeds on the breeze, rather than taking root and demanding attention. The ambience itself encourages this letting go, this gentle detachment. The rustle is a grounding sound, a subtle anchor that keeps one connected to the present moment, even as the mind begins its journey into the liminal space between wakefulness and sleep. It's a tangible, gentle reminder of the physical world, preventing the mind from becoming completely untethered too soon, ensuring a smooth, gradual transition into slumber. Imagine the satisfaction of reaching the end of a chapter or a particularly moving sequence, and then gently closing the book, resting it softly on the lap or on a nearby table. The quiet click of the cover settling, a soft finality to that particular reading session. And then the lingering silence, filled with the warmth of the story and the profound peace of the moment. It's a beautiful ending to one journey and the quiet beginning of another, into sleep. The very fabric of the armchair, perhaps a soft velvet or a worn, comforting linen, adds another layer of tactile comfort. The way it cradles the body, providing gentle support, is all part of the overall design for relaxation. Every detail, no matter how small, contributes to the overarching intention of creating a space for deep peace and restorative rest. The gentle turning of the pages, so consistent, so reassuring, acts like a gentle pendulum, swinging the mind steadily towards rest. It's a hypnotic rhythm, not in an overt or forceful way, but in a subtle, almost subliminal manner, inviting the brainwaves to slow down, to enter the alpha and theta states conducive to sleep. And even if one doesn't fully finish a volume, if sleep claims them midway through a chapter, there's no sense of dissatisfaction. The purpose isn't consumption, it's experience. The journey itself is the reward, the immersion in the quiet world of the manga, the profound relaxation it induces. The half-read story will simply await another peaceful midnight. The ambient temperature of the midnight library is always just right, never too hot, never too cold, creating an ideal environment for comfort and sleep. It's a subtly controlled microclimate, ensuring that nothing detracts from the serene experience, allowing the body to settle and the mind to unwind without any external discomforts. Sometimes a particularly beautiful illustration might draw the eye, a serene landscape or a character's gentle expression. These visual anchors provide a focal point for the mind, a place to rest its gaze, further aiding in the calming process. It's a quiet appreciation of artistry, a gentle aesthetic pleasure that enhances the overall sense of well-being. The stories often carry themes of acceptance, introspection, and the quiet beauty of existence. These underlying messages, conveyed through both narrative and art, subtly influence the reader's state of mind, encouraging a more peaceful and contemplative outlook. It's not just entertainment, it's a gentle form of wisdom, absorbed in the most relaxed way. The weight of the manga in hand, a comfortable, reassuring presence, becomes almost an extension of the body as relaxation deepens. It's a physical anchor, a grounding element that keeps the experience tangible and present, even as the mind drifts towards the edges of consciousness. This gentle weight is itself a comforting sensation, a subtle pressure that soothes. The quiet understanding that there is no rush, no pressure, no external demands in this space is perhaps the most powerful element of its tranquility. This freedom from obligation is a rare and precious gift, allowing the mind to truly decompress and rejuvenate. It's a sanctuary from the relentless pace of modern life. And as the final echoes of the page rustle fade into the encroaching silence, giving way to the gentle breathing of a person drifting into sleep, the Midnight Library fulfills its purpose. It has offered solace, transported a weary mind, and gently guided it towards the restorative embrace of deep, peaceful slumber. The world outside may continue its hurried pace, but within these quiet walls, only peace resides. The faint, almost imperceptible scent of old books, a sweet and slightly musty aroma, subtly permeates the air, adding another layer to the sensory experience. It's a scent that evokes history, knowledge, and countless untold stories, further deepening the sense of immersion in a world of quiet contemplation. This olfactory detail is a gentle reminder of the library's timeless essence. The subtle interplay of light and shadow, the way the soft lamp illuminates certain details of the room while leaving others in comforting obscurity, contributes to the sense of intimacy and coziness. It creates a personal cocoon, a safe haven where the outside world feels distant and irrelevant. This visual softness further encourages the mind to relax and let go. The very act of turning a page is a small, deliberate ritual, a physical punctuation mark in the flow of the narrative. It's a moment of gentle transition, signaling a new thought, a new scene, or simply the continued unfolding of the story. This rhythmic action is a quiet anchor for the wandering mind, drawing it back to the present moment and the unfolding tale. And as the night deepens, the outside sounds become even more muted, almost completely absorbed by the thick walls and the quiet atmosphere of the library. The occasional distant car passing, or the faint hum of a refrigerator, only serves to emphasize the profound stillness within, making the sanctuary feel even more secluded and peaceful. The tactile experience of the manga itself, the smooth, cool paper, the gentle give of the spine, the subtle texture of the ink, all these details contribute to the immersive quality of the reading. It's a multi-sensory engagement that captivates the mind without overstimulating it, drawing one deeper into the story and the state of relaxation. The narratives often feature characters who find peace in simple things, in the quiet moments of daily life, or in connection with nature. These themes resonate deeply, subtly influencing the reader to embrace similar perspectives, fostering a sense of contentment and appreciation for the smaller, often overlooked joys. The absence of any electronic beeps, notifications, or flashing lights is a crucial element of the Midnight Library's calming ambience. It's a space free from the constant demands of the digital world, allowing the mind to truly unplug and find respite from constant connectivity. This digital detox is essential for deep relaxation. The quiet, almost whispered voices of the characters in the manga, conveyed through speech bubbles and internal monologues, add another layer of intimacy to the experience. It's like listening to a story being told softly, directly to you, creating a personal connection that deepens the emotional resonance and enhances the feeling of calm. The slow, unhurried pace of the storytelling in many manga contributes significantly to the relaxation. There's no pressure to rush through panels or chapters. Instead, each frame is savored, each dialogue bubble read thoughtfully, allowing the narrative to unfold at a natural, leisurely speed, mirroring the desired state of mind. And as the eyes begin to droop and the words on the page start to blur, the illustrations take on a dreamlike quality, merging with the nascent imagery of sleep. The manga becomes a gateway, a gentle transition from the structured world of waking to the fluid, imaginative realm of dreams, a perfect bridge to restorative slumber. The subtle sounds of the house settling, the creaks and groans of old wood, rather than being unsettling, become comforting reminders of its enduring presence. They are the gentle murmurs of a living structure, a quiet symphony that cradles the reader in a sense of safety and continuity. These natural sounds are woven into the fabric of the night's piece. The simple act of holding a physical book, the weight and substance of it in one's hands, provides a grounding sensation that is profoundly calming. It's a tangible connection to the story, a reassuring presence that helps to anchor the mind in the moment, preventing it from drifting into anxious thoughts. The lack of harsh, artificial lighting in the Midnight Library is intentional, creating an environment that is gentle on the eyes and conducive to relaxation. The soft, warm glow encourages the body's natural production of melatonin, preparing it for sleep, rather than stimulating it with bright, blue-spectrum light. The stories often explore themes of introspection and self-discovery, inviting the reader to gently reflect on their own experiences without judgment or pressure. This contemplative aspect adds depth to the relaxation, making it not just an escape, but a journey inward, a quiet conversation with oneself. The soft, continuous hum of a faraway fan, or the gentle whisper of the wind against the windowpane, can add another layer to the ambient soundscape, a subtle, constant presence that fills the quiet without being intrusive. These gentle white noises further mask any jarring external sounds, preserving the sanctity of the quiet. The texture of the paper, the slight tooth or the smooth finish, is a tactile pleasure that contributes to the overall sensory richness of the experience. It's a small detail, but one that enhances the feeling of being fully immersed in the physical act of reading, grounding the mind and soothing the senses. The sheer volume of manga available in the Midnight Library, rows upon rows of spine titles beckoning, offers a sense of boundless possibility, a comforting knowledge that there will always be another story waiting to be discovered, another journey to embark upon, whenever the need for peace arises. The deliberate slowness of turning a page, the gentle pressure of the fingers, the almost imperceptible whoosh of air as the pages separate, these small movements are part of a meditative dance. Each action is mindful, unhurried, contributing to the overall sense of calm and intentionality. The storylines themselves often contain long, reflective sequences, where characters simply exist in a moment, gazing at a landscape, sipping tea, or lost in thought. These pauses within the narrative mirror the desired state of the reader, encouraging a shared space of quiet contemplation. The subtle scent of the ink on the paper, a faint, almost metallic or earthy aroma, further contributes to the authentic sensory experience of reading a physical book. It's a smell that evokes creativity in storytelling, adding depth to the immersive atmosphere of the Midnight Library. The physical act of reading, rather than simply consuming content, engages the mind in a gentle, focused way that helps to quiet the incessant chatter of daily thoughts. It's a form of active relaxation, where the mind is gently occupied, preventing it from spiraling into anxiety. And as the eyelids grow heavy, and the focus on the intricate panels wanes, the rustle of the pages might become a softer, more distant sound, blending into the background hum of the night, a final gentle lullaby before sleep claims the weary traveler. The soft, inviting glow of the lamp, a warm beacon in the dimness of the room, acts as a visual anchor, a focal point that draws the eye and encourages a sense of containment and coziness. It's a comforting circle of light in a vast expanse of gentle shadow. The absence of a ticking clock, or if present, its very soft, rhythmic tick-tock, is crucial. Any abrupt or loud sounds are diligently kept away from the sanctuary, ensuring that nothing disturbs the delicate balance of quiet and calm. The narratives often speak of connection, of empathy, of understanding the human condition in its myriad forms. These gentle themes, absorbed in a state of deep relaxation, contribute to a sense of inner peace and universal belonging. The gentle weight of the manga resting on one's chest or lap as sleep approaches becomes a soothing presence, a subtle pressure that grounds the body and mind, aiding the transition into a deep and restorative slumber. The deliberate act of putting away the manga, perhaps on a small table beside the armchair, or carefully returning it to its shelf, is a final, quiet ritual, signaling the end of the reading session and the beginning of a peaceful night's rest. The profound quietude of the Midnight Library isn't an empty quiet. It's a quiet brimming with potential, with stories, with the gentle energy of thousands of narratives waiting to be discovered. It's a peaceful stillness that invites contemplation. The soft, almost ethereal quality of the moonlight filtering through the window, casting delicate patterns on the walls, adds a touch of magic to the scene, enhancing the dreamlike quality of the midnight reading session. It's a gentle, natural illumination. The stories often contain moments of subtle humor, a gentle wit that brings a soft smile to the reader's lips, without breaking the tranquil spell. These quiet moments of joy contribute to the overall sense of well-being and peaceful contentment. The rustle of the pages, so consistent and reliable, is a sound that requires no active interpretation from the brain. It simply is, a pure, unadulterated auditory sensation that bypasses cognitive thought and directly accesses a state of calm. The cool, smooth surface of the wooden table where a cup of herbal tea might rest, its warmth radiating gently, adds another comforting sensory detail to the scene. The subtle aroma of the tea further enhances the relaxation. The profound sense of being utterly alone in this quiet space, yet not lonely, fosters a deep sense of self-connection and introspection. It's a cherished solitude, a space to simply be with oneself, unburdened by external expectations. The illustrations in the manga often depict serene landscapes, peaceful interiors, or gentle characters, all contributing to a visual tapestry of calm that soothes the eyes and the mind, preparing them for the dream world. The gentle release of tension from the shoulders, the softening of the facial muscles, the slowing of the heart rate, these physiological responses are a direct result of the deeply calming ambience of the Midnight Library. The very act of curling up in an armchair, a posture of comfort and retreat, signals to the body and mind that it's time to let go, to find warmth and safety, and to prepare for the restorative embrace of sleep. The soft whisper of the turning pages is like a secret shared, an intimate sound that draws the listener into a world of quiet enchantment, far removed from the clamor and demands of the waking world. The stories often emphasize the beauty of small, everyday moments, encouraging a mindful appreciation for the simple joys that contribute to a fulfilling and peaceful existence, even in challenging times. The gentle shifting of body weight, the subtle adjustments to find that perfect, deeply comfortable position, are all part of the unconscious dance towards complete physical and mental relaxation. The quiet, respectful silence of the Midnight Library itself is a character, a powerful presence that holds and nurtures the reader, allowing them to fully immerse themselves in the stories and in peace. The way the light gently fades from the page as the eyelids grow heavy, blurring the intricate details into soft washes of gray and black, is a visual cue, a gentle invitation to surrender to sleep. The rhythmic, almost hypnotic rustle of the pages, a steady, unhurried cadence, is a natural metronome for the mind, slowing its pace and gently guiding it towards a state of profound rest. The narratives often explore themes of acceptance and letting go, subtly encouraging the reader to release their own burdens and worries, fostering a sense of inner lightness and peace. The subtle scent of the paper, a mixture of cellulose and ink, is a unique and comforting aroma that grounds the experience, making it feel real and tangible, further aiding in relaxation. The weight of the manga, a comforting presence in the hands, becomes a gentle anchor, keeping the mind from drifting into anxiety, instead holding it gently in the present moment of calm. The soft, almost imperceptible sounds of the night outside, a distant siren, a rustling leaf, only serve to underscore the profound quietude and safety of the library within. The stories frequently feature characters who find strength in quiet introspection, in moments of stillness, subtly inspiring the reader to seek similar solace in their own lives. The gentle warmth radiating from a nearby hot drink, or from a soft, cozy blanket, adds another layer of physical comfort, inviting the body to fully relax and release tension. The act of turning a page is a small, satisfying motion, a discrete event that marks progress through the story without demanding effort or creating any sense of urgency. The illustrations, with their meticulous detail and emotional depth, become a visual language that speaks directly to the soul, bypassing words and fostering a deeper, more intuitive understanding. The tranquil ambience is a carefully curated experience, every element thoughtfully chosen to create a space where the mind can unwind, the body can relax, and the spirit can find peace. The soft, diffused light prevents any harsh glare or eye strain, allowing the reader to enjoy the intricate artwork and text without any discomfort, further enhancing the relaxation. The stories often contain moments of profound beauty, a single frame or a short dialogue that encapsulates a deep truth, resonating within the reader long after the page is turned. The gentle shift of the body as it settles deeper into the cushions, a soft exhalation, a releasing of muscle tension, these are the silent signals of deepening relaxation. The rhythmic sound of the page turning, a quiet, consistent pulse, becomes a gentle metronome for the breath, encouraging a slow, deep, and steady respiratory rhythm. The hushed atmosphere isn't just about silence, it's about a quality of quiet that is restorative, a palpable stillness that actively soothes the nervous system and calms the mind. The subtle textures of the paper beneath the fingertips, the smooth or slightly fibrous feel, add another layer to the sensory engagement, anchoring the reader in the present moment. The stories often conclude with a sense of quiet resolution or a gentle open-endedness, leaving the reader with a feeling of peace and possibility rather than unresolved tension. The comforting weight of the manga, a physical presence, helps to ground the mind, preventing it from spiraling into overthinking and gently guiding it towards stillness. The faint, almost imperceptible smell of dust motes dancing in the soft lamplight adds to the authentic, timeless atmosphere of an old, beloved library. The absence of any external demands or expectations allows the mind to truly unwind, to simply exist in the moment, free from the pressure of productivity or performance. The artistic style of the manga, with its often graceful lines and emotive expressions, provides a visual narrative that complements the calming textual storytelling. The gentle rustle is not a forceful sound, it's a whisper, an intimate murmur that cradles the reader in a soundscape of subtle tranquility, encouraging deep rest. The soft play of shadows on the ceiling, cast by the shifting light of the lamp, creates a dynamic yet soothing visual display, engaging the eye without demanding attention. The stories often focus on inner journeys, on the quiet transformations of characters, offering a gentle invitation for the reader to reflect on their own personal growth. The cool, smooth touch of the ceramic mug holding a warm, soothing drink, its steam gently rising, is another small sensory detail that enhances the feeling of comfort. The profound sense of peace that permeates the Midnight Library is a gentle embrace, a silent promise of restorative rest and a renewed spirit for the day to come. The subtle variations in the rustle, depending on the thickness of the paper or the speed of the turn, add a natural, organic quality to the sound, making it feel less monotonous. The ability to simply close one's eyes for a moment, letting the imagery and narrative settle, before gently opening them again to resume reading, is a luxury afforded by this calm space. The stories frequently feature nature as a source of solace and inspiration, reinforcing the calming power of the natural world and encouraging a connection to its rhythms. The slight creak of the armchair as one adjusts their posture, a soft, yielding sound, speaks of comfort and familiarity, adding to the overall sense of ease and relaxation. The gentle hum of the building, a low, continuous vibration, acts as a subtle white noise, masking sharper sounds and creating a consistent, soothing background for reading. The intricate details within each manga panel, from the delicate folds of clothing to the subtle expressions on faces, invite a slow, appreciative gaze, further slowing the mind. The sense of being utterly disconnected from the outside world, yet deeply connected to the inner world of the story, is a unique form of escapism that leads to profound peace. The soft, diffused light illuminates the pages just enough, without creating any harsh glares or reflections, ensuring a comfortable reading experience that won't strain the eyes. The stories often celebrate quiet resilience and the strength found in overcoming challenges with grace, offering gentle encouragement without any overt didacticism. The gentle sigh that escapes as the body fully relaxes, a natural release of residual tension, is a testament to the profound calming power of the Midnight Library. The rhythmic turning of pages, a steady, unhurried cadence, acts as a natural guide for the breath, encouraging it to deepen and slow, preparing the body for sleep. The presence of a soft, woven blanket, its weight and texture comforting, adds to the physical sensations of warmth and security, enveloping the reader in a cocoon of peace. The subtle scent of the ink, mingled with the faint aroma of aged paper, creates a distinct and comforting olfactory signature for the Midnight Library. The silent understanding that this is a time for self-care, for quiet indulgence, allows the mind to shed guilt and fully embrace the luxurious sensation of relaxation. The way the shadows lengthen and dance on the walls as the night progresses, a slow, mesmerizing ballet, adds to the dreamlike ambience of the reading space. The stories often contain moments of quiet wisdom, shared between characters or through internal monologues, offering gentle insights that resonate deeply without demanding intellectual effort. The cool, smooth surface of the manga cover beneath the fingertips is a subtle tactile pleasure, a small detail that contributes to the overall sensory richness of the experience. The rhythmic sound of the pages turning is a subtle form of white noise, consistent and unobtrusive, effectively masking any intermittent, jarring sounds from the outside world. The sense of anticipation as a new page is about to be turned, a gentle curiosity about what comes next, is a quiet thrill that keeps the mind engaged without being overstimulated. The soft glow of the lamp is not just functional, it's an aesthetic element, creating an inviting pool of light that fosters a sense of intimacy and sanctuary in the room. The narratives often feature characters who are deeply connected to their emotions, allowing the reader to explore feelings in a safe, gentle, and unthreatening way. The comforting weight of the manga in the hands acts as a physical anchor, grounding the reader in the present moment, even as their mind drifts into the story's world. The almost imperceptible sounds of an old house settling, its quiet creaks and groans, contribute to the cozy, lived-in feel of the Midnight Library, reinforcing its sense of safety. The deliberate, unhurried pace of the reading experience is a conscious rebellion against the fast-paced demands of modern life, offering a precious space for slowness and calm. The soft, continuous background hum of the room, a subtle vibration in the air, becomes a gentle, soothing presence, a consistent companion to the turning pages. The illustrations, with their expressive faces and detailed environments, tell a story visually, inviting the eye to linger and the imagination to wander freely, unburdened by words. The act of closing the manga gently, placing it carefully on a side table, is a ritualistic conclusion to the reading session, a quiet acknowledgement of peace found. The profound sense of quietude is a balm for the overstimulated mind, allowing it to decompress and shed the accumulated noise and chaos of the day. The subtle scent of the paper, a unique blend of wood pulp and ink, is an aromatic signature that contributes to the immersive, sensory experience of reading. The stories often explore themes of acceptance and empathy, gently guiding the reader towards a more compassionate understanding of themselves and others. The warmth of a herbal tea, its steam rising in gentle tendrils, adds another layer of sensory comfort, inviting the body to relax and the mind to unwind. The rhythmic, repetitive motion of turning pages, combined with the soft rustle, creates a gentle, hypnotic effect that naturally encourages the onset of sleep. The soft, diffused light prevents any harsh shadows or glaring reflections, ensuring that the visual experience of reading is as calming and comfortable as possible. The narratives frequently portray moments of quiet reflection and introspection, inviting the reader to engage in their own inner dialogue in a peaceful manner. The gentle weight of the manga, a physical presence, provides a grounding sensation that helps to keep the mind from straying into anxious or restless thoughts. The absence of any electronic distractions, no phone pings, no screen glow, creates a pure, undisturbed space for deep relaxation and mental rejuvenation. The hushed ambience of the Midnight Library isn't merely the absence of sound, it's the presence of a profound, encompassing stillness that cradles the soul. The almost ethereal quality of the moonlight filtering through the window adds a touch of magic and serenity to the quiet reading ritual, enhancing its dreamlike quality. The stories often conclude with a sense of hopeful possibility, a gentle affirmation of life's continuous unfolding, leaving the reader with a feeling of peace. The subtle variations in the rustle, the thickness of different pages, or the speed of the turn contribute to an organic, natural soundscape that is inherently calming. The comfortable armchair, soft and yielding, becomes a sanctuary, cradling the body in a posture of complete relaxation, inviting it to sink deeper into peace. The gentle hum of the refrigerator in the distant kitchen, or the soft whisper of the wind outside, blend into the background, creating a consistent, unobtrusive white noise. The intricate artwork of the manga, with its detailed character expressions and atmospheric backgrounds, provides a rich visual feast that captivates the eye without overstimulating it. The sense of anticipation as a story unfolds, a gentle curiosity rather than anxious suspense, keeps the mind pleasantly engaged without causing any stress. The deliberate, unhurried pace of turning each page is a conscious act of mindfulness, a small ritual that grounds the reader in the present moment. The soft, warm glow of the lamp creates a cozy, intimate circle of light, inviting the reader into a personal haven of peace and quiet reflection. The narratives often emphasize the beauty of human connection and the quiet strength found in shared experiences, fostering a sense of empathy and warmth. The rhythmic rustle, a consistent and gentle sound, becomes a natural metronome for the breath, encouraging a slow, deep, and peaceful pattern. The cool, smooth texture of the manga cover beneath the fingertips, a tangible connection to the story, is a subtle sensory pleasure that aids relaxation. The profound quietude allows thoughts to surface and gently dissipate, like bubbles rising to the surface of still water, without demanding engagement or analysis. The gentle weight of the manga resting on the lap is a comforting presence, a grounding sensation that helps the body settle and the mind unwind. The stories often contain moments of quiet triumph, small victories that resonate deeply, offering a sense of hope and gentle inspiration without fanfare. The soft, almost silent shifting of the body as it finds a more comfortable position is a